heard a song that you think is really shit? The song that makes you wonder how did that become a hit? Sometimes you need to hear a discussion about that in regular podcast format. Well, there's a lot of bad songs that we're gonna attack. 1,001 steaming piles of crap. I'm telling you the truth, you know that we don't lie. Here's 1,001 songs that make you wanna die. Oh.
And now, here's your hosts, Zav, Bevo, Dan, and Gypsy. This is 1,001 Songs That Make You Want to Die, and we are going to be revising the 44th Annual Grammy Awards. These were in 2002. Does anyone have who hosted this? Because I didn't.
I'm Googling as we speak. John Stewart.
Oh, good on him.
Oh,
He's just on the Rogan podcast.
the least funny of all those
I still think it's pretty cool.
TV talk shows.
That's all right. That's all right. Okay, record of the year. Here we go. Bloody. The nominees were Walk On by U2, Video by India Arie, Fallin by Alicia Keys, Miss Jackson by OutKast, and Drops of Jupiter by Train. The winner was, we should probably all just agree on this now.
Kanye West.
Walk On by U2 was the winner.
Is that the walk on from, they play at football matches?
I don't know. Can anyone even hum Walk On?
I
by
don't know
U2?
that song. I've never heard of it.
When
never
you
heard it.
walk through, hold your head up high.
All I know is
No, there's no way for you to. It sounded like you were just singing like "That's Amore."
That's
When you walk
Like a big pizza pie.
That's a walk on.
that's U2 winning another fucking award.
And then it goes.
Seriously, what is it? Is it? Oh no,
don't
it's
know,
not
but it
that.
won.
It's not. Ooh, that's another song. What's that?
No,
song?
no. That's Elevation.
Oh, Elevation. That's another
Yeah.
bad one.
What we should do is pick
So
Walk
much
On as the
YouTube.
next.
Anyway.
We'll pick Walk On as the next episode and not listen to it until we all listen to it.
Honestly, I couldn't. Like, even if someone put a gun to my head and said, "Walk On by U2," or you and your family are dead, I'd be like,
Oh, that's been a good run.
what are you gonna do? You win some, you lose some.
You just turn around and
Sounds
look at
for you,
your family and just go, bye.
What type of person would do that?
They'd look at you and be like, "Yeah, you're right. Off you go."
They'll be like, "Oh, he knows his music. That's all right. It's all right, kids. We're all safe. We're all safe. He knows all about
And
music."
He would have the gun to your head and you'd be like, oh, so you know all music? And you're like, yep, all music. And then he's like, all right, Walk On by U2. And you're like, but not that one.
Damn it! You got me.
Yeah.
The Sunday Bloody Sunday one, is that it?
With or without you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. Okay, who do you have as the winner of Record of the Year in 2002? Dan Southern.
OutKast by Miss Jackson.
Well, that's not correct at all.
Janet.
It's
No.
Miss Jackson by OutKast. You know OutKast.
You fucking dumb
It was a
cunt.
really confusing year for the Grammys.
yeah. They went with this like a bit of a far out way of announcing the awards.
Oh, I am sorry, Miss Jackson. That was for real.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, that whole thing was planned, wasn't it?
Whatever.
Well, seeing this is the first 3 minutes of recording 3 hours of material tonight, this is going to be fantastic.
Miss Jackson had a strong year that year. She's nominated.
Yeah, okay. All right, so you've gone with Miss Jackson OutKast.
By OutKast, yes.
By OutKast. Okay, good stuff. Bevo?
Miss Jackson's got to win it. It's a fantastic song, but Drops of Jupiter for me was like, that was a very important song in my childhood. So if I was a biased and corrupt judge of the Grammys, I'd vote for that. But if I was a fair and just judge, I would vote for Miss Jackson.
You're voting Drops of Jupiter over Miss Jackson.
I
Ah,
concur with Bevo. I was actually a bit torn because Drops of Jupiter was also just one of those.
It was important to me, you know.
Yeah. The first time I heard Drops of Jupiter, I was just like, yeah,
I think I was singing Drops of Jupiter
That's where
just
it's at.
outside my
That's where it's
music class one time, and the teacher came out and she was like, "Oh, you can actually sing a little bit," and then that's what started me singing. So thanks, Drops of Jupiter.
in my
I bet you sounded way better singing it than that dickhead did.
I was singing "Walk On" by U2, and she was like, "Oh."
Did you write that? Yeah. It's not very good. Zav,
Yeah,
who do you have winning record of the year?
Drops of Jupiter.
Fucking, there you go.
Got you,
Bloody old
Bevo.
left, right,
Fucking good
left,
track,
right.
mate. Good track. Big fan.
I'm the same. I am the same as Bevo in that I have
fucking heaps
Miss
good, eh?
Jackson. I have Miss Jackson winning, but I'm not upset at Zav's choice either.
Can I say one of the songs that didn't make the list was Clint Eastwood by Gorillaz, which is also one of my favorite
Wait,
songs ever.
but did that come in 2001 or 2002?
Yeah, 2001. I've learnt my lesson.
No,
Good. Because I tell you what, the outrage. I haven't been able to keep up with the tweets, the bloody
yep.
Instagram DMs, and everything. Just like, that didn't come out in that year. You guys are fucking idiots. I'm
That's
like,
how you know
that's
you've
Bevo.
made it.
Bevo's a fucking idiot.
That's how you know.
Don't pay
not
me
the whole
with the same
demographic.
brush.
It's just the one human. He's a dickhead, not us.
Yeah.
Fallible.
Yeah, Clint Eastwood. That
Good actor.
Yeah,
Good
it's
actor.
good.
That's
It's
my
good,
favorite
it's good.
of their songs, I think, because it's got that
Oh, the
fucking
song.
sick
Oh.
rap from Del the Funky Homo Sapien,
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Mr. Bobolina.
which I just found
Bob
out
Bob
yesterday is the cousin of Ice Cube.
Oh, I
Oh,
think you were
wow.
saying like Ice the Homo sapien. Yeah. Okay. Album of the year. This is a fucking bizarre one. This year, 2002. The nominees were "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" the soundtrack to a movie, "Acoustic Soul" by Arie, "Love and Theft" by Bob Dylan, "Stankonia" by OutKast, and all that you can't leave behind by U2, which I'm assuming "Walk On" is on that album. But I
wanna
can't.
hope so.
I couldn't tell you if it is. I'm assuming. Bizarre, very bizarre album of the year nominees. Stinks of
Stanks.
the old Recording Academy, like people just
being
voting for weird
fucking dogs.
Who do you have winning this, Dan Southern? Oh, sorry, the winner. Before you do that, should I tell you who actually won? "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" soundtrack.
Anyone
Crazy.
seen that movie? Anyone?
Yeah, classic.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, you fucking... All right.
Yeah. But look, when I was watching it, and like a long time ago, it didn't instantly strike me as, God damn, this soundtrack is a Grammy
Well,
Award-winning
actually-
piece of work.
It actually revived a bit of that sort of like bluegrassy.
Bluegrass.
There's a bit of a
It's all
revival for
just-
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that won a soundtrack to a movie that really isn't that popular. Won the album of the year at the Grammys. So who do you have winning this, Dan Southern?
OutKast. And that's, look, I haven't listened to all the other stuff, so I don't really even
What,
know. if it's-
Stankonia?
Yeah. So I haven't even listened to anything else on the list. And, like,
Okay,
I don't
so
even know if it's better or not, but
just based on what you've looked at.
yeah. No,
Okay.
I've listened to this Stankonia album, but I haven't listened to anything else, is what I'm saying.
It
So-
seems like that's an unfair judgment to make, then.
Yeah.
Who put you on the bloody
Yeah.
panel?
This is how bloody "Oh Brother, We're Out There" won.
Yeah. So
I
was
saw
like,
that movie.
Yeah.
I saw that movie. I haven't
like
listened to
movies.
anything else.
I haven't listened to this YouTube band, whoever they are. So, look,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just a letter and a number. It's not even a real thing. Bevo, who do you have winning the album of the year?
I picked Stankonia. Honestly, I haven't listened to the full thing from start to finish, but I love So Fresh, So Clean. Miss Jackson's a banger. B.O.B. There's some great hits on there.
Yeah, there is. Zav.
Yeah. I'm going with Stankonia too. Just real quick, does anyone here like Bob Dylan? Like, be serious with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love what I've heard from Bob Dylan. I'm not a massive.
Well, thanks, guys. I've had a great time on the podcast.
No, Dab.
He's not above
Dab.
being on the podcast, but
No, he's got some good songs, but overall, if you go like to the entire back catalogue, it's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Dubby Energy has declared war on Big Energy, who probably support ISIS. If you want an energy drink with no maltodextrin, no artificial colours, and no kickbacks that fund insurrections in the Middle East, then look no further. So head on over to dubby.gg and use the promo code 1001songs, that's the number 1001, for 10% off price of purchase. And remember, kids, if it's not Dubby, it's ISIS.
طويلة من الجهاد والصبر.
he lived long enough to become the villain
A lot of shit.
as a songwriter.
Hey, just fuck with. Moving on.
Maggie's Farm is a great song. Don't think twice, it's all right. That's a great song.
I had a singing teacher who used him in like an example and said like talking about Australian Idol and The Voice and all that, and they were like, hey, "Can you imagine if Bob Dylan went on The Voice?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I guess." And they go, "He wouldn't pass The Voice. He sounds like a cement mixer."
Yeah.
I was like, "Wow,
Isn't he
that's
meant to
pretty
be
brutal."
classically
Wait,
trained or something?
how
Apparently he
many
can actually
roads?
speak.
Did you go with, was it you and me that went to see him down Southern?
Nah, I went and
good.
saw other bands.
I got free tickets from work one time to go see him when he played at Wollongong Entertainment Centre.
Nah,
And I didn't know what song he was playing at any point throughout the entire 2 hours.
I don't want to go too
Until
off.
you like at
it
any
got,
point
it got
you're like,
right to the end, and I heard like this random organ part. And I'm like, I think that's like a Rolling Stone.
He's
And
a-
then
he's
he
a bit like
sort
that,
of
eh?
mumbled something about a stone, and I'm like, I think that was it. I think
So
like I couldn't even be sure that that's what he played, but I think it was.
I don't want to go too like down a rabbit hole here, but the only thing that I can remember of someone that I knew that went to that concert was my maths teacher, and he was talking about it, and he's like, "I went to see a Bob Dylan concert the other night. He's one of my biggest heroes, and I love him. And I went to this gig, and I, got there really early and lined up and did the whole, kit caboodle, and I didn't camp, but I was there for a while. But anyway, I went in there." And then he's like, "Fuck." And we were right up the front, and he came out, and then it was finished, and I just thought in my head, I thought, "Oh, wasn't that just the most boring thing I've ever seen?" And he was just gutted, and I'm like, you know
Yeah.
what? He is a
It was
fucking
bad.
son of a human.
Yeah.
Well, I just remember the guitarist being. I'd have to look him up. He might have been the coolest person I've ever seen in real life, ever. Like, epitomized what you would think of. Like, that is so cool. The guy, the guitarist, he was center stage. Bob Dylan was off, like, really far to the right of stage.
Why?
Really far, like almost off the stage.
Win Stadium.
And this guitarist was center stage, and he was wearing a mad suit, or not really, like just jeans and stuff, but a mad suit jacket, and he'd strum his guitar, and with the big strum, he would unbutton the jacket, like, and the jacket would be undone for a bit, and then with another big strum, he'd button the jacket back up, and you're like, God damn, this guy's smooth. That guy has at least 80 to 95 children around the world.
yeah.
I think Bob Dylan's one of those artists where it's like no one unequivocally loves Bob Dylan. There's always, I like Bob Dylan, but
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Fuck that guy.
okay.
What'd you have, Chips?
why are we talking about Bob Dylan again?
Zav loves him.
Because he's a fucking
So
cunt.
everyone has gone Stankonia.
Yeah.
Mm.
I have gone Acoustic Soul by India Arie.
Oh, okay.
Good on ya.
I highly recommend.
Go on, yeah,
it.
bro.
Tell us more.
Okay,
No,
pick
it's
one.
honestly, it's one that I came across a few years ago. There's a song called Brown Skin, which came up on like a Spotify reggae playlist. And then, you hear one of those songs, you go, that's a mad song. So then you find the album, you start listening to it. It is an unreal album, like really good.
Oh.
And I like Stankonia, but it's like 20 songs long, and there's a lot of interludes a lot of interludes on it.
I know you get heaps good value for money.
I
Why are
find
you
it a
complaining?
hard. I find it a hard album to listen to from start to finish. Where, I highly recommend going and listening to Acoustic Soul.
Bloody will
Yeah,
do.
Bloody, I might
really
consider it.
Oh,
Well-
fuck. You know what else came out in 2001?
Jesus!
More important than this.
I thought Bevo's dog just died.
Almost. Tenacious D's debut album came out in 2001.
Really?
That's sweeping everything. One of my favourite
that's
of all time.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, cool story, man. Moving on.
Okay, best new artist. Best new artist. The nominees were Alicia Keys, India Arie, Nelly Furtado, David Gray, and Linkin Park. The winner was Alicia Keys.
Hmm.
Who the fuck is David Gray?
I don't know.
I didn't look him up at all. But
No
I was
idea.
hoping someone
No,
would.
I think that's half the fun of this. Is like,
Yeah.
these people that are in there, like,
He's the Ensign Ricky again. There's always the Ensign Ricky.
He's the fourth option when you Wikipedia David GR. So he's not even number one.
Okay.
he's definitely the second of nowhere near the first option if you put in David G, because that would be Getter, right?
This year's
Oh,
Love.
you think Getter would be up there?
David
the
Guetta.
song This
Yeah,
Year's
right.
Love?
No,
What?
I don't know that song.
Yeah, I remember
No, I
that
don't
one.
know. Anyway, he definitely wasn't the best new artist. Alicia Keys was. Now, who do you have winning the best new artist category, Dan Southern?
Linkin Park, 100%. I mean, like, let's
They're the only band.
let's go over these rules again. Are you saying that in 2020, like
Yeah.
in the hindsight of like, how
You've got the foresight of what these people have done and whatever, and then
So-
go, okay, so who should have won it?
I don't know why, but I listened to an Alicia Keys album today. Like, I mean, I loved what I've
Why
heard
would you
from
do
her in
that
the
to
past,
yourself?
right? But I ended up on an Alicia Keys album today. It was
Are
sick.
you okay?
But I have to say, like, over the last however many years it's been, nearly 20 years, I've only heard of Alicia Keys like 3 times pop up, and you've heard a shitload about Linkin Park, and I've heard way too much about Nelly Furtado. I can't stand Nelly Furtado. So David Gray.
Why do you have that like a bird tattoo?
Well, a bird.
Yuck.
Oh yeah, no. Let me tell you a little funny story. Someone I know told me this story about their bird that they loved. They were telling me the story about their pet bird, and then
Before you say that, can I also mention that I hate anybody that has a pet bird?
there was that guy that used to come into work with that bird on his shoulder. Is that why?
That bird's name was Ringo.
It's something that I believe in.
Yeah, deep
It's a
seated
belief I have. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So long story short, this guy was like telling me this really emotional story about this bird he had this connection with, and then how one day the bird like got out and flew away, and he was heartbroken, and he's watching this bird fly away, and he's telling me this story. I'm like, shit, that's hard, man. That really sucks. And he's like, yeah, and you wouldn't believe it. Like at the same time, Nelly Furtado's "I'm Like a Bird" like come on the radio at the same time, and he was being so serious, and I fucking lost it, man. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what are the chances of that?
Makes me think of
was
those, like,
really
those bits in The
heartbroken.
Simpsons where they lose the baby. It's like, baby, come back.
Yeah. All right. Bevo, who do you have winning the best new artist?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, thanks, Sav. I
So
don't
your
know.
Bev impersonation.
Fuck them all. Alicia Keys, I guess.
Jesus Christ. Well, I guess that's how she won it.
She had better things to come. Fallen's a pretty good song. But yeah.
Oh no, I've just
Zab,
spilled
man.
my
Zab.
beer
She's
everywhere.
got some great songs, man.
Oh no, my beer's gone everywhere.
Oh no,
Zab,
This podcast has to cease being now because of my spilled beer.
Zav.
Alicia Keys. Because this girl is some fire.
Oh yeah, I do love her. She's awesome.
She's fantastic.
Yeah, she's
she
good.
deserved to win. She's great.
Look, I've gone Linkin Park. I'm
Right,
not going
you bastard.
Linkin
Oh
Park.
man.
It's easy. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Okay, best rock album. Here are the nominees. All You Can't Leave Behind, U2, Gold by Ryan Adams, Just Push Play by Aerosmith, Stories from the City, Stories from the Sea, PJ Harvey, and Hybrid Theory by Linkin Park. Dan Southern.
Linkin Park.
Hybrid Theory.
Man, just not even a choice.
It's all killer, no filler.
Like,
Not a bad song on it.
unbelievable album. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly right. All killer, no filler. The rest of the bands are huge. Well, most of them, but
Except for Ryan Adams, PJ Harvey,
Aerosmith and U2.
Aerosmith were fucking done by then.
yeah,
And we still don't even know anything off that U2 album at all.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of weight getting thrown around by two of those
Yeah,
other
that's
bands,
true,
maybe.
that's true.
But there's no denying that. But man, that album against, like, I've never, put it this way, never heard of anything else on the list, and I have heard of Hybrid Theory.
You know, Hybrid Theory is the biggest selling album of the 2000s.
I had a copy.
Wow,
Yes.
like 2000s
decade.
being like
2000 to 2010.
to the year 2000 until the year
Massive.
3000. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, 1,000 years.
It's impressive.
Yeah, it was massive. Bevo, if you pick PJ Harvey, I'm fucking hanging up.
hanging up the podcast.
Yeah,
Can I just
Taking my
lay some
ball and
knowledge
going,
on you? Some
Kicking off the
PJ Harvey
boots.
knowledge. No, I know nothing about PJ Harvey. All That You Can't Leave Behind had Beautiful Day and Elevation on it, at least. I'm probably still going to pick.
How the fuck did Walk On get a nomination and none of those did?
Yeah. I'm still going to pick Linkin Park, but special
Okay.
mention to U2.
Yeah, Zav.
Today's costume day for me, and I would like to put the Bevo costume on. And I am going to go against what everyone says. And I'm going to say Stories from the City, Stories from the Sea.
Oh no!
What's he done?
Oh no!
Beautiful.
You don't really like PJ Harvey.
You're
Not
Just
really.
fucking- you're
Not
fucking.
really.
You're fucking with us.
No, I actually think it's a really good album. And like Beautiful Feeling is a
She's
great
a horrible person.
Song.
I'm going to put the Chibs hat on and go.
Ryan Adams
the
is a horrible
obvious
person
answer.
too.
Yeah, but
The
PJ
obvious
Harvey.
answer.
Ryan Adams has never actually abused my ears in person, where PJ Harvey has. I accidentally walked in on a set at Big Day Out one year and went, ah!
And so did she.
Yeah.
No, I like it. It's a good album.
All right. I've got Hybrid Theory, Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Best video.
welcome.
The nominees were Weapon of Choice by Fatboy Slim, Fly Away From Here, Aerosmith, Don't Tell Me, Madonna, 1 Minute Man, Missy Elliot, or Miss Jackson by OutKast. Who do you have winning the best video?
Who won first?
What?
Well, the winner was Weapon of Choice
Okay.
by Fatboy Slim.
Okay, Daniel, proceed.
Won't Tell Me by Madonna. No. Weapon of Choice by Fatboy
Yes.
Slim. What a friggin' clip, man.
I was just showing that to my kids the other day.
God.
Be like, you got to see this film clip. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's the one. It's like what's his
Christopher
name?
Walken.
Yeah. Dancing on the wall
Dancing.
and stuff. Yeah.
Dancing, and he flies.
Yeah, I thought so.
Christopher
Yeah.
Danson, more like it.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
he's
very
flying.
good.
By
Sorry
the end of
about
the
that.
clip, he's literally
Very good.
flying through the air. I like he takes a run up and just dives over the balcony and just starts flying. It's
Like,
great.
I don't know if that's like the person that directed the film clip's idea or whether it was Fatboy Slim that it was just like, I want Christopher Walken in this doing shit.
How much do you reckon
Get me
Christopher
walking.
Walken costs?
But it wasn't
How
like
much do
I
you
would
reckon
like to
Christopher Walken
have.
flying costs?
Yeah, how much is Christopher flying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
it's
many
amazing.
people are we allowed to have for this? We can probably have, I don't know, 10, 15 people, but what's the budget? Oh, it's about $3 million. How much does Christopher Walken cost? $3 million. All right, it's just him then.
Yeah. Yeah, and he has to film it himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bevo, who do you have winning the best video?
I can't. If you didn't pick Weapon of Choice, you're a fool.
Yeah, yeah,
Ooh.
tough. But Zav's fucked us already, so let's see what he's reckons. Huh?
There's just something about Christopher Walken flying, eh?
Yeah, I think
It's
we
like-
can all agree.
It's one of the earliest film clips I can really remember. Like that, just like I can just imagine every single second of it that I just
Yeah.
remember forever. I'll never forget how good that.
I
film
have.
clip
There's
is.
there's a bit in the Miss Jackson video where there's like some dogs nodding in time to the
Yeah.
music,
Oh,
or an owl or something like that. But
I
yeah,
literally had the same thing, Bev. I was like, man, that Miss Jackson clip is probably a contender. Like, because I'm
Yeah, if this
remembering it
wasn't in
being
it-
pretty
I
cool.
can remember that clip. Like, I can
Mm.
remember the Miss Jackson clip
Mm.
without. I haven't gone and watched any of these to do this, but I can remember. Like they're catching all the leaking house and stuff, and the
Mm.
car and all that.
Yeah, and it
There's
starts
an
with
owl.
that turtle, that snapping turtle's like,
Yeah.
it's just like peering around, and you're like,
Yeah.
what's going on here? Sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh. It's like, oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm sticking around for this. Yeah.
I also go Weapon of Choice.
Fucking that good, eh?
Yeah, so good.
We
It's a cool
agree.
song as well. Cool song.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah. Okay. Make sure you follow us on all the
Weapon of
socials,
choice.
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of that, and hit the follow and subscribe button on Spotify,
What-
Apple Podcasts.
What
Google
Twitter
Podcasts.
things do we do?
that.
I'm not on Twitter, so do we even do anything?
Things that we post other places go to Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
We'll fucking follow us then.
Fucking get on
I'm not following us, but you should.
Yeah, I like twiters.
Here's something I don't endorse.
Yeah.
All right, and that's the.
Make sure you retweet.
bloody- Yeah, that's the 44th annual Grammy Awards revised.
Let's do
I
one of
think
the
we got
early
it
ones
right.
next time. What do you reckon? Like a 60s one or something?
I was gonna maybe go back to 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
Let's
do
go
them
back
all.
to the 1800s. That's what I want to do.
Grammy for I have lost my shovel.
all right. See you next bloody week.
See you next year.
Hi everyone, it's Dan here from 1001 Songs That Make You Want to Die. I'm here today to let you know that our podcast is now available on Patreon. That's right, for as little as $2 a month, you can now support this podcast rather than listen to it for free, effectively stealing the food out of the mouths of our starving children. There's one of them now. So why not join us on Patreon? You get bonus stuff each month, and you can even be a guest on the podcast if you want. Now, doesn't that sound better than making our poor children starve? Oh, kids are great, aren't they? Anyway, on with today's episode.